Hi, Dean Bose from Family Plot here. A couple of things real quick. First and foremost, I say at the beginning of the episode that Mauritania is an island about 1,200 miles south of Africa, and Mauritius is in the north of Africa. That's exactly backwards. Mauritania is in the north of Africa, Mauritius is the island to the south. So I get that wrong, so when I say that, just remember it's exactly the other way. Also, interesting note, after we did the episode, I was bleeding from my hand for no real reason. So, that's interesting. So listen with caution, enjoy the show, as always, and just understand that I messed up. Thanks, and have a good day. I'm Dean. I'm the dad.
I'm Laura. I'm the mom.
And I'm Krysta, and I'm the daughter.
And together we are
Family Plot.
A little out of tune there, I guess. Out of sync is the word I was looking for. But that's okay. We're allowed to be out of sync once in a while. We aren't computers. We aren't perfect.
We are family.
We are family.
We are family.
We are family. Oh, I'd better stop before
no.
The Music Resource Center or whatever
Copyrights you!
says that, I am stealing music and we have to pay a huge fine that we can't afford.
So that is true. We definitely can't afford it.
We can't.
Okay, so...
So what? Sew buttons on your underwear?
Okay.
No!
You can sew buttons on your underwear. Mine are just fine the way they are. Thank you very much. No, what I was going to say is, this week's episode's gonna suck.
Oh my goodness, she just did a pun!
She did. But that's okay, because it's a nice little lead into our subject for the week, which was originally, I called it Vampires in Mauritius, but my research kind of led me a little wider than that. And so now we are talking about vampires of the Dark Continent.
I see.
Nice.
Now, specifically, we're talking about Mauritius, which is located in North Africa. And we are also talking about Mauritania, which is about 1,200 miles off the African southern coast. We'll also be addressing Ethiopia and a few other places in Africa because this is fun.
Africa seems so
big,
dangerous.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
because I've heard a lot of within the episodes that we've done thus far. It's like I've heard a lot of things that are creepy come from Africa. Excuse my language, jeez. But a lot of things that are creepy come from Africa, and I'm just like, why? Why?
Because Africa is a
very large continent.
It is, and its ecosystem is its jungles are flourishing, and creatures live there that can survive there. For example, hippos. And hippos are beautiful animals. They're the only animals that make their own sunblock. When they sweat, it's kind of purple, and it acts as sunblock.
Right.
It protects
We've
their
talked
skin.
about this before on my facts, I believe.
Yep. But hippos are also super dangerous.
Danger?
Yeah.
I mean, they have jagged teeth. The teeth, if they bite you, it's pretty much game over.
Right. Well, then also, hippos have... If they're on land and they need to get to water, they just run. And if you're in their way, they don't care. And
they're going to run you over like a car.
A lot of people get trampled. Also,
Male hippos,
Like a steamroller.
male hippos are very territorial, and that they will attack people anywhere near their harems because that's what they do.
Fair enough.
Also, hippos have a tendency to pollute their environment quite a bit, sometimes enough to kill the fish in the water.
Poor fish.
Because
No.
they,
R.I.P.
pardon my French, they poop so much,
All the hippo poop.
and it kills the oxygen in the water, and then the fish die because there's no oxygen.
Stinky.
So in other words,
There are many jokes that could be made, but we will not make them because we are PG-11.
That's why I said never mind. I'm a good mom. I can do this. I can mind my puns and cues.
Now, there are 3 vampires we want to talk about up front.
Yeah.
The Ikimu, which dates back about as far as 4000 BC. This vampire creature is one of the most feared among the Assyrians and Babylonian. It's said that the Ikimu was a departed spirit or soul of a dead person who is unable to find peace. The creature wandered the earth waiting to attack. The Ikimu drank the blood of those who passed by and sucked them dry of not only blood, but life force.
Holy squirrels!
The Ikimu is both the first blood-sucking vampire and the first psychic vampire. The Ikimu vampire was a violent and angry vampire that focused much of its anger on those who didn't follow proper burial rites.
She said holy squirrels.
Yes, she said holy squirrels.
Figured it was the right time.
It was the right time. The right time is the night time. Wait, no, that's from an Adam Sandler bit. Never mind. Now, the easiest way to become an Ikimu was to die violently or die with someone, in love with someone who didn't love you back, or to be improperly buried.
Ah, yes. The disease that has a name that I forgot, where you can die if your heart gets broken. Very nice.
So, the easiest way to keep people from becoming the Ikimu, bury them properly.
Bury them properly, or else they'll feel like you don't care about them.
In modern stories, the Ikimu did not die out, but hide among the homeless in big cities.
Yeah.
I see.
Now, the things I tell you about these vampires, I want you to remember throughout the episode. It may come back in some form or another.
Oh.
Wait, you mean there's going to be a quiz?
No, there will be no quiz.
I don't want a quiz.
Because I don't do quizzes or math. We've been over this.
There's no quizzes, there's no math.
Okay.
Now, the second one to keep in mind is the Utoku, also known as the Utoku. And this is a Babylonian vampire spirit. It can be good or bad, but according to Akkadian myths, the Utoki were 7 evil demons who were offsprings of Anu, a Mesopotamian god, and Antu, an Akkadian goddess. It said that the Utoku would torment their victims by possession. Some believe that the Utoku vampire spirit is the spirit of a person who has recently died and returned from the grave for unknown reasons.
Wow.
This species of vampire was first mentioned in the Mesopotamian epic Gilgamesh.
Love me some Gilgamesh.
Me too. The Utoku was created when a person died before he could fulfill an obligation, causing his soul to become bound to his corpse, creating a revenant. Usually found in deserted places in the desert and mountains and along the ocean shore, it kills by making direct eye contact with a person, absorbing his life energy. As time passed, this ancient species of vampire became thought of as more of a demon.
Yeah.
In order to exorcise an Utoku, the Babylonian people would spin white and black yarn to the canopy of a bed inflicted with evil.
Every time you say this word, I think of someone spitting on the ground. Why? I don't know. It's the sound somebody makes when they spit on the ground.
Well, then they would say a chant, and I'm not even going to try to... I have the chant, but there's so much... so many words in here that I'm not sure I could properly pronounce. Evil Utoku, evil Alu, evil Edemu, evil Galu, evil God, evil Rabisu,
So he wasn't
Labertu,
prescribed.
Labasu, Ahasu, Lilu, Lilithu, handmaid of Lilu, sorcery, enchantment, magic, disaster, machination, which is not good. May they not set their head to his head, their hand to his hand, their foot to his foot. May they not draw near. Spirit of heaven, mayest thou exercise. Spirit of earth, mayest thou exercise. So,
yes. Let's clear our air of these monsters that we do not typically have in our house.
and then there's the Estri, or the Estri, and I'm not quite sure which way to pronounce it. That's a female vampire that assumed the shape of any woman she wanted to.
Darn it.
It is said that they can also turn into birds, cats, and other various animals. They preyed on, they were really sort of noted first by the Hebrews, and they preyed on men and children. These were blood vampires, and by some stories, they were very close to succubi.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm right up there with the succubus.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Etri can take human form, it is not uncommon for stories to claim they lived among humans in order to satisfy her need for blood. Estries were believed to be able to walk into holy places and even seek prayers for healing.
Oh.
Only way to kill an Estrie? Dirt must be packed into its mouth at the time of burial, decapitate the body, or burn it. Later stories claim the vampire creature was vulnerable to silver bullets, wooden stakes, blessed weapons, and holy water. But I don't know, that sort of ignores the fact that they were able to walk into holy places, so I don't know.
Sure, but okay, so I don't quite understand how the whole dirt thing. Why shove dirt in it now?
If you're gonna decapitate it anyways.
If you're gonna, yeah, exactly.
Earth is an element. Earth, air, fire, water.
Yeah,
I guess
know.
that makes sense. I'm still not sure why that makes a vampire not be a vampire or not. I don't know. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. But okay, moving on.
Let's not state the obvious here.
So, this quote comes from a book called the Sefer Hasidim. It's a book on Jewish piety, and it states, 1465, there are women called the Estri. They were created at sunset before the first Sabbath. As a result of this, they're able to change form. There was one woman who was an Estri, and she was very sick, and there were two women with her at night. One was sleeping, and one was awake. And the sick woman stood up, loosened her hair, and she was about to fly and suck the blood of the sleeping woman. And the woman who was awake screamed and woke her friend, and they grabbed the sick Estri, and after this she slept. And moreover, if she had been able to grab the other woman, then she, the Estri, would have lived. Since she was not able to hurt the other woman, she died because she needs to drink the blood of the living.
Hmm.
Oh, yes.
1466, there was a woman who was suspected of being an Estri, and she was injured when she appeared to a Jew as a cat, and he hit her. The next day, she asked him to give her some of his bread and salt, and he wanted to give it to her. An old man said to him, "Be not overly righteous. When others have sinned, one must not show kindness, for if she lives, she will harm people." Thus the Holy One blessed her, and she passed away. So there you go.
Okay.
Estries were believed to be able to fly if their hair was unbound, but if her hair was bound, it could only walk on the ground.
Oh, that rhymed.
So those are the vampires that we'll see most in this. There will be some others, but those are the big ones.
Okay.
And now, I think it's a good time for Krista's Weird Facts.
Krista's facts. Yeah, I love Krista's facts.
I love Krista's facts too. Krista, oh Krista, tell me a fact. Make it so cool.
No. No, don't even continue that. Don't even. No.
Okay, now we're going to have to write a Krista fact
We're not gonna sing songs for my facts. No, we are not.
Oh, we've got to.
Oh, we do not have to.
No, we do have to. It's amazing. No. It's an amazing idea. Okay, anyway, what are your facts about today, Krista?
My facts are about bats and not this little